What is going on, guys? We are back with another episode of our Pokemon Omega Ruby Chesslocke. In the last episode, you guys, we got ourselves a Primal Groudon that we're not using at all whatsoever. But we are here to fight Wallace for the 8th gym badge. Pretty much, I feel like this one is gonna probably be a sweep, if not close to one. I do think that realistically, our Bishop is probably just gonna run through. With a little pawn action probably on the side, just to make sure that we can get through everything. But I would like to get a miracle. Do I have a miracle? I think I have a miracle seed, right? But because there's a lot of ice type Pokemon in this gym, I do want to make sure that I do have something for. Yeah, we do have a miracle seed. We can give that to our little pawn here. But yeah, I mean, honestly, like, we should be running through this gym. There shouldn't be issues. Yeah. So I think overall we're gonna have a pretty easy time with this gym. I don't think there's gonna be too many problems at all. But make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Because the support is always greatly appreciated. Now the real question is that can I get through this? This is the real test of if I can actually do things. And the answer to the first question is yes. However, what do I gotta do here, bro? What do I gotta do here, bro? I probably gotta start like over here, right? And then like pop over here, go all the way over here. I can probably just run down this way. And then please tell me that this is like feasible to do. Yes, it is. Okay, we're good. We're good. We got through level 2. We're good. Level 3, that was gonna be a massive challenge, and I feel like I'm gonna get it super wrong. So here's to that. How do I get through the middle part? Wait, I can go like this, and then I can like start this going that way, probably. Wait, no. I do need to give a little bit of space. So maybe if I start like here, pop down. Yo, I have no idea what I'm doing. But this feels like the correct path. Which means I probably now need to pop down here. Oh no! I'm gonna run out of space here! Oh, I got it wrong. And there's no correcting this, right? There's no correcting this. That's painful. 2 left, and oh. And then she wasn't even looking at, oh my goodness. Okay, we're here. We're gonna fight everybody, we're good. Beauty Olivia sends out a Starmie. Starmie, listen, I need you to just go down without a fight, okay? Our Bishop is here, our Bishop is thriving. Yikes though, missed by 2. 2! Okay. So what do I gotta do differently? Clearly I can't. Oh wait, so I just need to like skip 1 step. Okay, the ace level 46 though, right? So I can like literally go to 46. Oh man, there's people on the stairs. You just can't dodge nobody in this one. So we gotta fight everybody because we missed at the end? That's so painful. Okay, Huntail, fine. Whatever, we're good. Okay. You know what, though? I shouldn't complain about experience. Experience is a good thing. But our Bishop has been through many a gym battles with us before. So I do feel like, you know, this is kind of like lunch, you know? This is lunch. Alright. Can I dodge other people, though? Do I gotta fight everybody? Don't. Oh, come on, bro. Yeah, there's no dodging that one either. Okay. So you can dodge pretty much everybody else as long as I don't make the crucial mistake again. That's so unfortunate, though. I thought I was leaving myself a good path, and I didn't leave myself a good path. Okay, so what's the correct way through that? One-shot this, we're good. This bodes well, though. If I just one-shot everything running through here, I think we're good. Whale Lord. If I one-shot this Whale Lord, I don't need to worry about nothing. I ain't gotta worry about nothing. So the only obstacle in my way is actually an ice path. And honestly, these are the ones that get me in every game. I always feel... Oh. You do not need to be running around there. We're good. Okay. So this one. So what did I do wrong last time? What did I do wrong last time? I went... Oh my... Now I'm concerned that I'm gonna get this wrong. Yo, you know what's wrong? This. Holy... Okay. Okay. Round number 3. Will I ever get through an ice cave? We'll never know. Okay, so my instinct is telling me this way is the correct way to do it. It is telling me this is the correct way. However, oh no. All right, fine. See, now I'm getting a little triggered and I'm like doing things wrong. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, I think that way's the correct way to go about it. I think it is. Like, I don't think that you're supposed to be, like, doing other weird stuff with this. Okay, hold up. Let me stop running through it because that's just gonna get me killed. And killed. You know what, though? It's actually crazy that you don't just die falling off of this. So, let's be real. This is too dangerous of a path for children. Okay, so clearly I need to save myself like a way through, right? So just in case, I'm gonna leave this one block open, and worst case scenario, I can go up that. Because that was my downfall last time. So... Oh, I did have to fight her though, but that's fine. Up, down. Okay, we got it. Okay, so with Azumarill here, we're good. Discharge this. Now there is part of me that actually wants to go back and heal. Because what if I don't one-shot everything in here? But at the same time, I also feel like I can just lead with, see, Are you kidding me? Okay. Alright, clearly mistakes have been made. I have done something in a past life. That's ridiculous. I got it right and it didn't even matter. Okay, so let's keep going. Okay. Okay. Wow. Wow. You know, sometimes... Okay, no speed up. No running. Just walking. Living my life. I will do this step by step. Oh my god. No. You gotta walk when I'm telling you to walk, girl. Okay, we're good here. I did give myself that extra step, but I didn't need it because clearly it is not necessary. Okay. We are good. Now, next conversation. Pawn, time to do your thing. Now, I wish it was a girl pawn so that I couldn't get attracted, but I don't really have that luxury. Allow me to formally introduce myself. I am Wallace, the gym leader of Sutopolis City. Your gym puzzle sucks, my guy. There's something about you, a difference in your demeanor. Bro, I have a primal Groudon in my PC. You think I'm worried about anything you have? Let's go. Of illusions in the wall. Why are you giving me booty shot? Listen, Wallace. I'm not interested. I'm not interested in what you are selling. Anyways, love disc. Meet the pawn. Now, the one thing that really sucks here, like I said, is that we need to Giga Drain here. But Attract is going to be so annoying to deal with in this one. It is probably better that the pawn is just dealing with this now. Giga Drain. There we go. We have not been love struck. Okay. So from here, if I could solo this gym, that would actually be absolutely insane. Now, there is a couple of options here. I could Toxic. I do know that this thing is gonna be bulky. So I'm gonna Toxic this thing, even though we'll get a Marvel's Ice Beam! Woo. Yeah. That is a threat. Alright, so Ice Beam's gonna hurt no matter who switches into that, honestly. I don't really have a great answer against that. This is either Marvel Scale or it's competitive. And if it's competitive, I definitely don't want to go to the Knight. But the Queen really doesn't have moves for them, right? I have Dragon Tail, I have Recover, but it's not really going to be useful. The Rook, I either just gave it more defense with what I just did. I think I have to go to the Bishop here, eat it, and then probably just honorable, or like discharge my way through here. Another Ice Beam coming through. I probably needed to Giga Drain that first one. But I think this chip damage will make it so that I can just discharge this. I actually don't KO it. Hydro Pump misses! Oh, that could have knocked us out. That could have very easily knocked us out. This is probably going to heal now, right? There's no way this doesn't heal. Yeah, okay. Hyper Potion, that's fine. I need this to do over half. Or get a crit. There we go. Okay. So my Melodic is down and out. Now, the biggest problem here is they're going to send me Whiscash here for sure. And the problem with Whiscash is that I needed our pawn to be in on this when it came in. So I'm going to go to our Knight. I'm going to Intimidate. Goes for Earthquake. So we did predict that correctly. We do actually eat it up pretty well. But I think from here, I just have to bite my way through this. Okay, second Earthquake, that's fine. Our Mighty Anna will just stall out this Whiscash. And people said this was going to be a boring gym battle. Okay, bite again. I'll go with this Whiscash, we're good. Alright, so everything else should be special attacking. But I'm going to need to find a way to get back in safely. Which is my current major issue. Celio is a threat. But I feel like I can probably go up to the rook here and be okay. I still have to figure out how to get this, Encore. I don't want to get encored into bulk up. So I guess I need to encore myself into this and at least do some damage here. Okay, waterfall. We're gonna eat it. Yeah, we eat that. Okay, we're good. And we do know that 2 shots will knock this out, so Celio, thanks for playing. Alright. So, last Pokemon is a Sea King. Sea King is a... is it a threat? I'm just gonna Arm Thrust anyways. Rain Dance for the Swift Swim. Oh, this could be actually a problem. I don't know how much Waterfall is gonna do in the rain, but I feel like it's gonna hurt. I feel like Waterfall in the rain could hurt. I have to keep Arm Thrusting. I think I need a 4, and I'll be okay. But in the rain... oh, no, I flinched. Okay. Second one in the rain. Flinched and couldn't move. Okay. So we're in trouble here, actually. I can probably go to my Melodic and eat 1, right? I can probably go to my Melodic and eat 1. And I'm in the rain too, so like I'll get a boost out of this. Yeah, we do eat. We do eat. I have to assume that Surf does more than Dragon Tail, right? Although I could get a burn off of this Scald, so maybe I need to do this. Yeah, now you're healing. But if I get a burn here, it's like over for you. That actually did a decent amount. In the rain, whew, that is some chip. I have the better Melodic. Wallace, get out of here. Alright, so the superior Melodic did win, in fact. Way closer of a gym battle than I needed it to be. Like, what is happening here? Back-to-back flinches. But I will take this badge. And now we need to get to the Elite Four. Elite Four. We need to get to here. Waterfall, thank you. I will gladly accept the Waterfall. Now, the real question is that do I want to go looking for Dragon Claw and all this other stuff around the region? Or do I just want to head on over? You know? Yeah. Waterfall, please. And that will make our king significantly better. I can definitely get rid of Scald for this, or I can get rid of Bulldoze, which I think Bulldoze is the way to go. Because I think Scald is actually still pretty useful. And okay, so we're good to go here. We should be fine. So from here, what we need to do is get on over, get on up that waterfall, and then we'll be good. Do I need Dragon Claw on anything? I don't think so, right? I don't think so. I think for the Elite Four, though, I have to deal with Wallace or Wally next, right? So dealing with Wally in that Victory Road is gonna be a threat. So what do we gotta deal with here? What do we gotta deal with here? Okay, we just beat Wallace. Which means that we have Victory Road Wally, who has an Altaria, has a Delcatty, has a Roselia, has a Magneton, and has a Mega Gallade. What are my best bets against that? Okay. So, thinking that I can just have whatever pawn I want, assuming. You can't be here, unfortunately. Altaria is weak to the Queen if I could ever get an ice move on it. I might even have to go by Blizzard just to get something. But you're definitely ×4 weak to ice. So that's like priority number 1. Minus that though. Delcatty's still weak to Hariyama, so we're good there. Rosalia is going to be a bit of a problem, but we still have Overheat on our Manectric. And I could put Spoink in there, and then Spoink is actually like a fairly decent option. Magneton loses to Swampert and loses to Hariyama as well, and also loses to Manectric. And then Gallade's the real threat. Gallade would Psycho Cut, Close Combat, Swords Dance, and Slash. With Steadfast, I'm pretty sure, which raises the speed if it flinches. So I'm gonna need Mightyena because Mightyena can switch in on a Psycho Cut, but then I can't do the close combat thing. So I'm gonna need to figure out what the best answer for that is. I don't really have a great one. I think what it's gonna be, am I willing to trade our Knight in this situation? I actually think that we should, because Beautifly is gonna be a little bit better option than Mightyena. Although Rock Smash I think I'm gonna need. That's a little annoying. I don't think there's any world where it's better to switch out the Bishop. Although Altaria could definitely get Earthquake, I'm pretty sure. Which would help against Magneton. I just don't think... I don't think that I necessarily want to put a Dragon type in onto that, but of course I do have Swampert. But I think Hariyama is just the way safer one, and use with Delcatty. And then Flygon in replace of... Oh, sorry, our Rook. I'm not switching Manectric out for Altaria. Although there is not really a specific need for it, but it is a second Intimidator with a Mega Evolution. Or is my Intimidator with Mega Evolution. But Altaria could make some sense. It'd be Dragon on Dragon, but I can Mega so that I can't get Dragon Pulsed. And then once I can't get Dragon Pulsed, I could go get Dragon Claw. Okay, so Dragon Claw might be worth it. But at that point, I also could just do normal move because that'd be Fairy type. Yeah, okay, so our Bishop actually isn't the strong... Okay, so we're actually switching out a lot of our main team here. And then our Rook, I think, is still fine. I think our Rook is still perfectly fine for that situation. I don't need a Dragon type. Ground is nice, but I already have it. So then what does our pawn situation look like? I'm not gonna need Dive, which means that I do have room to put Spoink if I want Spoink. I could use the pawn, and then the pawn is just decent against the other two. Shuppet, I could have as just an immunity to Gallade. I still have to deal with Psycho Cut, but I could maybe get a burn off or something. Sucker Punch would still kind of hurt. Shadow Ball would still kind of hurt. It's an option. I don't think the grass one's the play, but I do think that Spoink would resist Psycho Cut and Close Combat, and then I could Shadow Ball it. But it has lower physical defense, and so I think maybe Shadow Claw on Shuppet would be the best, but I don't think I'm gonna have access to that. Wait, how does Shuppet get Shadow Claw? Learn set, generation 6. I would get Phantom Force at level 54. But that's way too high for what the Elite Four actually is. I could go get Shadow Sneak from the move relearner. And then other than that, you don't learn Shadow Ball as a Shadow Sneak, or, okay, so it'd have to go with Sneak. It would have to be Sneak. There is no other option. And is that worth it over just Shadow Ball? 89 special attack versus 92. I think this is a pretty equal trade. I think, honestly, Spoink has been our MVP as a pawn for a while now. I think it's better against Roselia. You know what? You know what? This pawn has been way too good to us for too long to not just auto-include at this point, right? It's been too clutch. So I think that's our team for Wally. And then we're just going to have to figure out how to get our team ready to go. So what I think we're going to do is wrap up today's episode right here. I think I'm going to go back off stream and or off screen and get Shadowclaw. Go get Dragon Claw so that we can actually do something with this Altaria. So, Shadow Claw. I keep saying, oh my good. Okay, normal type move, get happiness up, and then keep Aerial Ace. I think that's probably the play, right? So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna wrap today's episode right here. Thanks everyone for watching. Click the like and like the videos. Subscribe if you really liked it, and see you guys in the next one.